He laughed at my dreams, then needed my signature for his salary. I'm Dia, 30, from Pune. When I was in my early 20s, I worked at a small electronics store to save money for my dream, starting an online handmade accessories brand. I sketched designs during lunch breaks and watched tutorials late at night. I told almost no one except Arvind, my coworker. Arvind was the loud, overconfident type who thought mocking others made him superior. One evening, he saw my sketches and burst out laughing. Dia, you? Business? Come on, be realistic. People like you should stick to safe jobs. Dreaming doesn't make it real. He said it in front of the entire staff. My cheeks burned, but I stayed silent. I kept my dreams tucked quietly under my ambition, not his approval. A year later, I quit. Arvind smirked and said, "Chasing fairy tales? You'll come running back." I didn't argue. I just walked out. I spent the next 5 years building my brand from my tiny rented room, designing, packaging, marketing, learning everything from scratch. Orders trickled, then flowed, then exploded. My reels went viral, influencers tagged me, and within months, my brand turned into a registered company with a small team. Life moved on. I barely remembered Arvind. Until last year, my company needed an accounts associate. HR sent me shortlisted resumes. My eyes widened. Arvind Sharma. I didn't reject him. I wanted to see how realistic life had become for him. He walked into my office hesitantly. The moment he saw me behind the desk with founder and CEO on the plaque, his face drained of color. Dia, you own this? I smiled. Yes. Dreams can be very realistic when you work for them. He looked like he wanted the floor to swallow him. He was hired. Not out of kindness, but because I knew karma had arranged this beautifully. 2 months later, due to internal restructuring, all salaries needed my final signature. Arvind stood in line, holding his papers, unable to look me in the eye. When he finally placed the file on my desk, I signed it and said softly, "Funny, isn't it? You once told me dreaming wasn't my thing. Turns out, it's your paycheck depending on it." He nodded, humiliated, whispering, "I'm sorry. Maybe he meant it. Maybe he didn't." But by then, it didn't matter, because the girl he laughed at built a life he now relied on. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.